Good. So, we wanted to talk to... Tadaru, I think it was, wasn't it? Is it Tataru? Let's wait and see. I think it was Tataru. There she is. I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, this won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments. Do I get clothing now? Do I get a different clothing? Oh. Hello? Why are you staring at me? Alright, everyone, ready to go to work? No squirming now. Oh, and you might want to close your eyes. What are you doing? Oh. What's happening to me? They're all finished. The Warrior of Lights, every measurement from heroic heart to intrepid toe. Why am I so done? Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Nix. All in good time. Aha, found you. Ulfinod wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it is about, but he seemed to think it was very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting. What set of clothing will I get? The way he spells it.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Orianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Okay.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
But, be a bit nicer to your brother.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention.
We still have the Ascians, though, don't we?
And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Okay.
Is that all?
Is that
then the
Tataru?
decision seems clear. No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
What are you doing? Honey, what is it?
I did not mean to... That was not my intention. As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
What is it?
Should none of our numbers step forward? Must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede she might struggle to balance her new responsibilities with, let me see,
Don't make me
slaying
also
primals,
die.
thwarting
Come on.
legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
At one point, I have enough. I have the world on my
Sanford makes a
shoulder.
good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not
is
become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act
Babe, you're
without
eating
an
your hair.
overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness! Help! I need some help
I
here!
tell you, Tataru. Let's make Tataru the head. But that she stays in one place and is not always like... Oh, hi.
Tataru, are you all right?
Me?
Who's that?
I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her.
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
What do you think about honey? What is going on in that head of yours?
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again.
Oh,
Though, having
she's
seen your
cute.
wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Wait. What are you doing here?
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I mean, she nearly was killed, so...
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. Ah, but I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is.
Yes, we do.
My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something
he got
new.
the eyes!
Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea.
Why?
And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
For a second I was like, oh my god, you have an important message. What is it? Just tell us. But it was just a joke.
He means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I shall depart for Limsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich and encourage him to send an envoy.
Of course, I'm gonna talk to him.
Tataru, Krile, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed.
I have the complete 13 series as well as a guidebook. All of them.
I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
The only Kingdom Hearts guidebook I have is from
I
Dream Drop
suspect
Distance.
the ill tidings from Gyr Abania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end.
If I pay again. The thing
business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice.
What's that voice?
'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied. And so, I shall embrace them. When the time
Oh,
comes,
is this his voice?
I will make my choice, as you will yours.
regarding your question, Sasha, the issue is if I use his drive and pay him, the Yacht is like, he can attack like 10 times after that, and my Eon dies. So I couldn't even pay him twice, even if I would want to. I'm not gonna discuss this further with you. And Blitzball. Blitzball is gonna be a banned word in my chat. Let me think. You're not in Hollow Bastion. And I don't think they're in Traverse Town. Those are the only two places they could be. Oh my god, there's gonna be a really high tax if you name Blitzball again. Yeah, that's a good idea, Sasha. Greetings, warrior of light. What business brings you to Ishgard? I see. Wait here. I will summon Sir Amric. Okay, Lucia, thank you. You're being a cutie. It is good to see you, my friend. It's but a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent for some wine. We can't always just drink! But to business. I thank you for bringing these developments in Al Amigo to our attention. Ishgard will of course send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make. Not mine alone, at any rate. Given the imminence of the threat, we may forge the formalities of a full assembly, but I will still need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? No, we have to go now. This very second. I thank you. Our representative, whomever we select, will require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Handlip that he is to lead our absence. The last time I was doing drinking, I got drunk. That is true. Yes, Lord Commander. Nyx, pray accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Very speed you on your way. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. Sure? Let's go to the grave. To the gates. I really like the Ishgard music here. It's very solemn, very soft. So, and then we have the Chocobo music coming. Which is kind of the opposite of it. Let's wait. We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgard's envoy. Not, I concede that there was ever any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperations. Be that as it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry in the Republic's Book of States. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Carmed Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the back shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. Where are we going? Oh, okay. Let's just teleport there. Oh, they have a little cat. Cute. But that hurt just a bit. I sadly have never seen Imric use a chocobo before. I wish. It would be really funny. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany me next? You might see a familiar face. Okay, sure. Oh! Hello, what are you doing here, honey? Nix, old girl, how wonderful to see you. And Sir Imric, too. To what do I owe these unexpected pleasures? I will have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchen at once, if you will excuse. Why is everyone insisting on us drinking? Everyone's insisting on us having some rest and some drinks. Nah, do not trouble yourself, Honoroid. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. Huh. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to a Gaul. I mean to an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols that you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Frenzel and the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm? You and me both old. I am not old! Come on! I doubt that I will feel worthy to sit where he sat. Aww. Yet we can but play the hand we're dealt, and with a little help from the veterans at Honoreal's ceaseless chitting, I'm sure I muddled through. So worry not, old girl. Off to Gridania with you. But is it the weekend for my pure babe? Is it the weekend for her? Is it ever the weekend for her? She always has to save this world. Like, it doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter that we just saved it. We have to save it again. Where do we go? To Gridania. Actually, I could just go like this. It's my home teleporter after all. I think she is good enough in fighting, even if she would have a drink or two. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I am as enraptured by the Black Shroud's beauty now as when I first laid eyes upon it. Tell that to Sid. I fear at this time, however, event shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. It seems we have to escort to the Lotus Stand. A pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Sure. Yes, of course. Just like that we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? I was like, nobody is moving. That is over there. Conjurer's Guild. There we go. I'm sure that happened before. And the envoy from Ishgard has arrived? Very good. This way if you... Oh! And the Laminson party as well! Look at the cuties. I had hoped to slip unnoticed, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Amaric. Admiral, always a pleasure. And Nyx, I trust you are well. It's a day for reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. Lady Nyx, I was glad to hear from Riol that the missing scions have now been found. Found is like... There is much more I would discuss with you, but let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we? Let's go in.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs...
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
Your taxes are rising with every sentence, do you know that?
This griffin of theirs is a
with
fool
every
if he thinks he can hold
sentence.
Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
You just said you have lots of money. I can show you that chat message. You said it
It is
today.
time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift, and there is much to be done.
Why is it always war that it has ends with? Can't we just go to the dude and like talk to him and take his eyes away? Like the Nidhogg eyes? I am. Because I remember what you're saying.
Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision
Exactly,
to bolster
thank
the
you,
border's
Sasha. Look,
defenses seems
I'm not
eminently
the only
practical.
one.
Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one.
You can do that in your own stream, Benjamin. This is my stream. Here I get the taxes. They need to pay it to me.
Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
We definitely have, yes, because you guys don't know what I know. Is that your evil twin brother? No way I'm up for this. You can get a cookie, sure. I don't have any cookies, but I bet you are able to get one. I think if you just refresh Twitch, they will ask you if you want to accept the cookies. So you can do that. That the council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I only hope my misgiving prove unfounded. No, he's a good twin. You're the evil twin then? Ah, good, you have yet to depart. I feared I had missed you. So I'm Rick. Sasha, why are you making it sound like I'm never making a funny remark? You made that sound like this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing I just said. I feel betrayed by you. How could you? Master Alphinaud, a pleasure as always. And Mistress Elise, how wonderful to see you thus recover. Pardon the interruption. I had hoped to thank Nyx for serving as our escort before our duties called her away. I also wish to thank our Doman ally. Forgive me, my lord. I was but awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation, and force of habit made me keep to shadows. No apologies are necessary, Mistress Yugiri. I was most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgard support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance leaders were plainly unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the other Seatser to accept us both. I very much appreciate the gesture. Do I accept cookies from pages? Usually I don't know. From people? Depends on if I know them. I only did my duties, Sir Amaranth. The Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. And full glad are we to have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scions, my friend. We must return to Ishgard. Bye bye. Yeah, that's also the reason why I usually do not accept them. Whatever is wrong with a simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always make a speech out of everything? That is how we all speak, dear sister. Why are you making it? You're twins. You're goddamn twins. Why are you making it like she's like 10 years younger than you? Mayhap the ones who like the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Remnant's Toll, Yugiri? Cutie. Actually, I think I shall first pay a brief visit to the East Shroud. I'm curious to know how Papalymo and Ida fared in their task with the Sylphs, not to mention what has been going on at the Balser Walls. I will join you at the Rising Stone Xanon. Goodbye. Why must you leave me? Am I not enough for you anymore? Won't we just go together? My heart. Welcome back, Nyx. I don't know about you, but I am heartily glad that all of the talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have to wait every word before you speak it? I doubt they will ever feel at home in the realm of politics. That said, people have known to change, and if my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible.